Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and I've been asked several times by many clients what I use for toothpaste. I'm allergic to fluoride and I have adverse reactions to it, so I make my own toothpaste, and I have for probably about 7 to 8 years. So this is my toothpaste that I use, and I'm going to show you today how to make your own. Okay? So a couple of the ingredients I have is I just have coconut oil. I have a powder activated charcoal. I have pink Himalayan sea salt, and then I have a baking soda. I also put in a few drops of tea tree oil or peppermint oil, depending on what you like or what you don't like. It's up to you. So we're going to first start out with opening the container of my coconut oil, and I'm going to scoop out a good portion in here. So I get my coconut oil in there, and then this is just a plastic container I put in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes just to warm up the water, because I don't want to overheat the coconut. So what I'll do is I'll just stick it in here and just stir for a little bit as it starts to melt. You don't want to heat it up too much, because then it's going to deactivate or kind of burn the coconut oil, and it doesn't make it taste very well. Tried that one, learned the hard way. So I just keep stirring, and you can see that it's starting to soften from the warmth of the water. So I just keep softening until I don't have as many heavy chunks in it. Right now there's still some lumps in there, and I want to get it to more of a smooth peanut butter consistency than anything else. So I just keep stirring it all around. You'll see now that I have very few lumps in there, and they're softening out pretty quickly. And as that continues to soften, I'm going to start adding in my activated charcoal. I often say be very kind to your activated charcoal, because it is powder fine and it will fly away at a moment's notice. So I usually put about 1.5 teaspoons or so in there. And then I'll do the same thing with the baking soda, and you can add as much or as little as you like in there, depending on your taste. I would say starting out with less activated charcoal at the beginning and less baking soda will really help. It does have a very distinct baking soda flavor to it, and activated charcoal is the same way. It's kind of a strong taste to it, so you kind of need to get used to it a little bit. As I continue to stir, you can see that the lumpies are almost 100% gone, and I'm going to change out my water and change out my warm water for cold water with ice in it. So now that you'll see it's starting to thicken up a little bit, it's not as loose as it was before. And once it gets consistent, kind of like thickening peanut butter, I'll put it in my jar. But I also, this is for home use, and then when I travel, I put it in a much smaller container. So this is just for travel. And I guess the other thing I get asked a lot is how much do I use when I brush my teeth. So I take my toothbrush, put it in backwards, and slide it around the side, and I would say that's as much as I get on my toothbrush. So, and then I just put it in my mouth, and what I'll start doing is just crunching on it like it's peanut butter, so it gets down in between my teeth and up in my gum area. And then once I've done that, then what I'll do is I'll just start brushing my teeth like I normally would. I would say that keeping your sink clean after this point is a little bit harder, because as you spit out, you have black spit instead of white spit. So it kind of gets a mess in your bathroom, but it's easily cleaned up. It doesn't stain anything, and you can just rinse it down the sink as soon as you're finished. Keep spinning, and you'll see it starting to chunk back up and get into spots. And I don't really mind if there's not everything 100% mixed in together. And once it completely solidifies, I'm going to put it back in my container. So that's how I make my activated charcoal toothpaste. And then of course I add the baking soda and the pink Himalayan sea salt, and that's what it looks like at the end. And I hope you give it a try. It's one of those, I've had so many clients ask me about it over the years, and I've given them the recipe and they always just kind of look at me kind of strange. So now I officially have it on record. So this is how you can make your own at-home toothpaste. Hope you try it.